What's going on, everybody? This is a veteran handyman. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to replace a window. Now, this one right here is a retrofit installation, meaning that your house has been built already. You probably broke the window, or maybe it's old and you want to replace it. Now, the window that I used is a new construction window, and if you want to save some money, later in the video, I'm going to show you how you can do just that. Several $100s just by buying it at the store. Now, check this out. The first thing you need to do is you need to measure the window. Then you need to measure the window that you have. Normally, windows come in even sizes. Like this one right here is a 36 by 36 inches. Now, the actual size of the window is always going to be about half an inch smaller. So this one's 35 and a half by 35 and a half. And I'm just making sure that it's the right size because I did not purchase this window. The customer bought it. They insisted. It's on them. I don't upsell anything, so to be honest, it makes no difference whether I buy the window or not. But you know, some people feel better when they do it themselves, and I'm just double checking. And I always make sure I tell my customers this, because if I show up and they have the wrong size, they are going to pay for my time. But anyway, so first things first, you always need to cut the caulking. Now, on the inside of your window, it's always going to be caulked. So you want to cut it so when you take it off, it's not going to rip the paint with it. Now, I'm going to give you a quick tip how to remove the actual window, the slider. Now, this one right here, all you got to do is slide it all the way to the left, and it will come right off. Now, the mistake I made over here, I did not slide it all the way to the left, as you can see. So there are bumpers on the top of the window frame that prevent the window from like lifting all the way to the top. So as you slide it all the way to the left, there are no bumpers there, so you can actually lift it off the tracks. And I highly recommend you to take the window off because it's going to make your life easier and less of a mess. Now, over here, I'm showing you what it looks like on the outside. Now, as you can see, there's a stucco on the outside of this window, so that's the main reason why we went with the retrofit choice. Because otherwise, I would have had to rip everything out on the outside just to fit the new construction window, and we didn't want to do that. Actually, I didn't care, to be honest. More money for me, but the customer didn't want to do that. So this is what we did. You're going to need a blade, diamond tip blade, to cut the stucco. If you have stucco, if you have siding, you can just use, a reciprocating saw, or you can use an oscillating saw and just cut it off. If you're wondering what type of blade this is, I've had this blade for years and it hasn't failed me once. This one right here, it's a Wonder Blade! So this window was originally installed when the house was first built. So it is attached to the framing, and then on top of the framing you're gonna have the siding. On top of the siding you're gonna have the wire and stucco. So what I'm doing right here is just cutting the stucco, so that way I can get my oscillating tool that has a longer blade, so I can actually reach behind the stucco and cut the flange. And that's exactly what I did here. To be honest, this didn't take that long. It probably took me about 30 minutes or so. I had to go all the way around the frame, trying not to damage the stucco, because my goal was not to do any stucco repair, because that would have made the job take longer. So right here I got my oscillating tool with just a regular wood cutting blade. And slowly but surely, I got inside the hole that I created with my Wonder Blade. Anyways, and I went all the way around the frame and I cut the flange to detach the actual window from the framing. This will take a little bit, so just be patient, and eventually it will come off. Another tip is to completely remove the window. Window I could have removed, but I didn't want to break the window, and as you can see, I broke it right here. So Anyways, so if you have a window that's always already broken, you can just tape it so that way it doesn't spill everywhere. Because believe it or not, just picking up all the debris on the ground took me at least 30 minutes because I make sure to get everything off the ground because they have doggies and I didn't want the doggies to step on the glass. So for future reference, just tape it to make your life a little easier. So right here, I'm cutting the flange around the window frame because this is not a retrofit window. This is a new construction, and a retrofit window had to be special order, and that would have taken a couple of weeks, and it was gonna be about $200 to $300 more. This window right here was very cheap, and it was actually readily available at any box store. So all you gotta do is just cut it off, and to be honest, that's the main difference between a retrofit window and a new construction. They also have pre-drilled holes in the frame where you can actually screw it into the framing. But to be honest, you'll see in a few minutes what I did to secure this window into the framing of the house. So here I was gonna test fit the window into the opening, and this was just a dry fit, to be honest, and I ended up not even having to take it off because it was such a perfect fit. I barely had any room around the frame and the window. I couldn't have asked for a better situation. Now, some of you are going to be asking about weatherproofing. So when you do retrofit windows, I mean, to be honest, the weatherproofing that you are going to do is just silicone that you're going to put around the window, and that's it. That is how these windows are installed. Whether you get a new construction or a retrofit, it doesn't matter. That's how you're going to install these windows, especially into an existing opening like this. Now, if you if you have leaks around the window frame, and that's the main reason why you're trying to replace a window, then at that point, you are going to have to tear everything out around the frame and then waterproof the area and redo the entire area before installing your window. But right here there was no issues. I make sure the window was level, and on the bottom, on the sides, on the top, just to make sure that the actual window slided freely without any issues. So right here I'm installing screws. This is what I had in the truck. Normally I would have put some white-headed screws or painted the heads of the screws white so they would not be noticeable. I did not have any paint or any markers, so it is what it is. So I put two on the sides, one on each side, and then one on the top. Now there's a groove in the track where the window actually goes in. That is where you want your screw to be so it doesn't get in the way of the window sliding. It's very common sense, to be honest, so if you don't see it in the video, if you're doing your own window, you will see it. Well, actually right here you can see I'm putting it right in the middle of that groove so that way it does not interfere with the functionality of the window. Now all that's left is just caulking the window. Once your window is leveled, it slides well, no issues. All you gotta do is caulk it. So right here I have caulking and silicone mix, and I'm just doing the outside, doing the inside, and that's it. It's that simple. I didn't have much of a gap in between the frame and the window, so I didn't have to use expanding foam. If you have a bigger gap, I highly recommend you to use expanding foam first So that way you can save on caulking, and then after it dries and expands, you can cut it, and then you can caulk it over. So you do the outside, you do the inside, and that's it. Sometimes you may damage the drywall on the inside, so you may have to do some drywall repair. Sometimes you may damage the stucco on the outside, so you may have to repair the stucco, but I got lucky. And this is the final product. You're a killer. Yes, you are. Oh, come here. Are you a chewer? How old is this one?
5 months.
5 months. Big paws, huh? It's gonna get huge.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't chewed up your couch. Not yet. Not yet. Give it a few more months. Chew up the couch and your little chair.
Alright.
There we go. Okay.